Jets fans, pay attention to this here. Every year we fall into the same trap. They say that the quarterback class is weak, and every year, out of nowhere, a name explodes, goes up in the draft, and completely changes the conversation. Today I want to talk about this name that many people are still not taking seriously. Trinidad Shamblas. A quarterback who may well be the great riser of this class, and perhaps a real option for teams like the New York Jets. But before we get into it, if you're a die-hard Jets fan, make sure you're subscribed to Jetstream News. We're your go-to source for daily engaging content on all things. Help us reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers this off-season by hitting that subscribe button now. Welcome to the Jetstream News Channel, your New York Jets news channel. Here you will find fresh news, and to follow everything, don't forget to subscribe. Today, only 20.2% are subscribed to our channel. Help us by sharing, so that the news reaches many more people. Let's go to today's news. If you've been following draft long enough, you've seen this movie before. Jackson Dart started the process as a third-round choice. It became Monday, after the end of day 2. Result? First round, with the Giants going up in the draft to catch him. Michael Penix? It was seen as the end of the second round. It was top 10, even with Atlanta already having a quarterback in the cast. Good nothing? Second round note, he left in the 12th pick for Denver, and the most glaring case, J.J. McCarthy, third round for months, until Jim Harbaugh turned on the spotlight. Top 10, with the Vikings exchanging with the Jets. Moral of the story, the draft process is tailor-made to value quarterbacks. When the season ends, the game changes. Now it's technical training, interviews, meetings with GMs and head coaches, blackboard, NFL concepts, fine mechanical adjustments. It's hard for a QB to sink into this process, but some shoot. And in a class considered thin, it's enough for one guy to convince the franchises. Trinidad Shamblas can be this guy. His story already says a lot. 0 star in high school. Go to Fair State. More than 20 games. When do you become a starter for good? 14-1 and Division II national champion. This doesn't happen by chance. Then he arrives in Ole Miss without star status. It was, theoretically, reserve. The team had another popular name in the cast, but when Chamblas comes in, he doesn't return the vacancy anymore. Important victories. Sequence of 5 victories at the end of the season. Playoffs. Dominant victory over Tulane. A great game against Georgia at the Sugar Bowl. Ole Miss was only alive in several moments because of him. Here's the point that draws the most attention. SEC veterans speak of Chamblas as a leader, not as a promise. And this coming from a guy who just arrived on the show. That's rare. He enters the locker room, buys the group, gains respect quickly. This says a lot about maturity, posture, and presence. And let's be honest, teams like Jets and Giants can't make mistakes in this regard. New York swallows mentally fragile player. You need to endure daily criticism, negative headline, impatient fans, uncomfortable questions, constant pressure. You can't break emotionally. Chamblas has already won the championship. You've already played decisions. You've already carried the team on your back. This type of history does not appear in the combine, but it weighs too much in the draft room. Mobility with intelligence. He moves to throw, not to run aimlessly. Break the pocket, keep your eyes on the field, and release the ball quickly. The release is compact, reminiscent of baseball shortstop playing for the first base. Deep ball? It's elite. Maybe one of the best deep balls in college football today. Put the ball in the air, gives time for the receiver to adjust, even in tight windows. Numbers impress. 53 TDs, only 10 interceptions, almost 4,000 yards in a season, practically doesn't suffer fumbles. That's not a coincidence. It's consistency. Nothing is perfect. Height, about 6'1". You can shrink a little in the combine. It will be debated, but the body is strong. It doesn't look fragile. It doesn't float in the pocket. Style reminds Baker Mayfield, Drew Brees, and many people compare it to Russell Wilson's Seahawks version. Another point, sometimes it misses simple short passes. Nothing catastrophic, but it happens. Will you make mistakes in the NFL? Probably. Every QB makes mistakes. The question is, does this define the player? Clearly not. Today, day 2. In 3 months? I wouldn't be surprised at all if we were talking about the first round. In weak class, teams bet. And Chamblas has tools, history, and mentality to justify this bet. Now I want to know about you. Jets fans, would you bet on Trinidad Shamblas? Second round? First round? Or would it pass? Leave it in the comments. And as always, go for it, Jets. Thanks for watching.